Progress doesn't always look productive. Sometimes it looks like barely opening your eyes and still deciding to become the person you said you'd be.
I got a new camera and I still am trying to figure out where to look. I got the Insta 360 Go Ultra and I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm obsessed. I didn't realize that cameras nowadays did so much. I'm absolutely flabbergasted with technology. I'm not a tech savvy girly. This is different. This is going to take some getting used to. This past week, I have been struggling. I feel like I've hit majority of my habits, but I definitely have fallen off on the reading before bed and also sticking to a bedtime. I still have been waking up at 6 a.m., still getting my daily activity, still completing my morning routine, but I'm just really struggling with getting to bed on time and getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It probably has something to do with the fact that I have been putting more time into streaming. So I have been staying up late, streaming on Twitch. That kind of, for a little bit, a couple of days, I felt like I lacked motivation. I still got up and got at it, but I was dragging my butt. I was dragging it. Even though I had that setback, that low motivation feeling, it's showing me how important these habits that I'm making in my life are making an impact. The days that I have been going to bed on time and getting a decent amount of sleep, I definitely see that. Like today, I slept pretty well. I went to bed at a decent time and I woke up way much better. Whereas 2 days ago, stayed up till maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. And when that 6 o'clock alarm hit, I did not want to move at all, and I just felt that brain foggy feeling again. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's why I told you in the beginning that it's a project and not a strict challenge. I feel like the only way to build sustainable habits that you stick to for inevitably your whole life, building endurance. In my mind, it's like the saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint. By the end of these 75 days, my ultimate goal is to lock in what habits that I feel like will improve my overall well-being, and it's going to take trial and error. I have so far locked in that 6 a.m. I wake up at 6 a.m. Some days it's not easy. Most days it has just become that habit of, 6 a.m. I'm up, let's go. And having that morning routine to back it, it gives me something to look forward to in the morning. The physical activity, too, have been the habits that I've stuck to very easily. We did some traveling last weekend. We took a trip to Chicago and saw a Cubs game. Great time. Very hot. Felt very much like a baked potato sitting in the bleacher seats with no cloud coverage. But it was amazing. It was a great time to hang out with the family, get some steps in, have a glizzy. I got a cute glizzy hat. I'll show it in the video. I'm super pumped about that. And it was a good time. And it's all about living life, in my opinion, with this. Eventually, most likely at the end of these 75 days, I will try something more strict, like a cut or something more dramatic, because that's just who I am. I like to challenge myself. And this is a challenge in itself. It's just more lax. It's more of a learning process. And so I had a glizzy. It was just a plain glizzy. Didn't have no mustard on it, which let me know in the comments. What do you put on your hot dog? Are you a relish person? Are you a mustard person? Or do you prefer Polish sausages over just a plain old Frank? Let me know. I'd love to know. So, of course, with traveling, your routine's out of schedule. I'm not sticking to a specific diet. For sure, on the ride home, I bought a bag of combos. I had an energy drink. We ate pizza for dinner. But best believe the next day, I was out. I ran. I was really sick the week prior. So this was my first run getting back. And I feel like I crushed my 5K. It felt easy breezy. And I wouldn't have felt like that probably if I didn't have that pizza in my body. I don't know if there's facts behind it, but that's just how I feel. So with that, we went over habit 1, 2, 3, 4. If you missed those habits, they're back in the channel. If you want to check them out, we got episode 1 through 3. Well, the prologue, I write is what you would call it in a book. And then we got episode 1, 2, and now we're here. Going over habits 5 and 6. So 5, I want to focus on not eating before bed. and I set that time as 8 p.m. Looking into the science of it, they say not to eat 3 hours before bedtime, and it goes into the circadian rhythm. It goes into that, your 24-hour internal clock. When it becomes time to wind down, which is in the evening, your melatonin produces. That is what helps you sleep, but it also suppresses that insulin. And when melatonin increases, the insulin decreases. And insulin is what carries the glucose from your blood to your cells for energy. So if there's not adequate insulin available, that's going to lead to higher blood sugar spikes. And high blood sugar spikes are what's going to really impact your restful sleep. Not only the blood sugar spikes, but also when we sleep, we want to rest. That is our time where our body rests and recovers and prepares us for the next day. So if we are in active digestion, we are putting that energy into digesting, whereas we would want to put that into recovery, resting. So they say like a 3-hour gap before you go to bed. So I chose 8. I go to bed 10, so it's still 2 hours. It's been working for me. But if you say you go to bed at midnight, then 9 would be good, or whatever. You figure out what works for your body, and what's been working for my body is that 8 p.m. I've done it before, and as of now, I'm not sticking to it. I mean, I stick to it majority of the time. I don't know if I want to come at this project with like the 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time I'm locked in, I'm focused, I'm doing exactly what I need to do, and then leaving that 20% for more leisure, less strict diet, less strict habit forming, less strict guidelines, I guess I would say. And I feel like I'm kind of falling in that. Like 1-2 times a week, I'll have a treat. Last night I had chicken nuggets, and today I'm fine. I went for a run this morning. I feel great. It's a matter of stopping the binging that I was doing, and the constant takeout I was doing, and the staying up till 2 a.m. That's what I'm trying to stop. I'm not trying to shock my body, because it's not going to make it enjoyable. It's not going to make me want to keep showing up. If you're hungry before bed and it's within that 3-hour mark, I recommend trying something like 200 calories or less, something that's not very high in sugars or processed carbs. So a banana with small almond butter, kiwi. Kiwis are amazing for digestion. And then also maybe a protein smoothie, you don't got to starve yourself. If you're hungry, eat. But it's just keeping that in mind if you're looking for a good, restful, quality sleep. And then habit 6 is reducing my takeout intake. So no takeout, no fried foods, specifically fried foods. That's not only going to help my wallet, but it's also going to help me, my tummy, my skin, all the above. And I feel like I've been doing pretty decent on that. Last Saturday, we had pizza. Yesterday, we had chicken nuggets. So I could be a lot more strict on it. I think as I lock in habit by habit, it's going to make it easier. Right now, I kind of shocked my system with 8 habits to completely change my life, stuff that I was not doing in the beginning. And week by week, hopefully I'll be able to show up and be like, hey, I locked this. This got easier. This one, I haven't touched fast food in freaking months. So that's the goal, keeping the vision in mind. I'm pretty proud of how I'm holding together with these habits. I am happier. I still feel overwhelmed because I am taking a leap into the creator space more. I'm streaming more. I'm cutting back on my hours in the hospital. I'm learning everything I can when it comes to creating good quality YouTube content. Also looking into ways that I can possibly grow enough to reach out to brands. I'm diving into this like a full-time job. So I am overwhelmed in that aspect with cutting back from work to pursue something that is so unknown. It's just a different feeling. It's not like the burnout, the exhaustion I feel after working X amount of days in the hospital. It's just such a different feeling working towards a dream and just being so locked in on that. I'm just taking the risk, giving it all I got, and trusting deep down in my core that it will all work out in the end. I'm freaking crossing my fingers and toes, dude. And I'm really holding on to not giving up when it gets tough. I have done it before where I've stopped and had a bunch of self-doubt and let the finance aspect of it get in the way and overwhelm me. But I just trust that it's going to give. And waking up at 6 a.m., I feel like has a huge reason as to why I feel like this is more attainable, because I'm spending that extra time that I would be sleeping into learning, researching, editing, filming. I just have so much time with my day to put towards this. And then the journaling every morning also just helps me start my day with the end goal. At the end of every journal prompt, I repeat 2 affirmations and I carry that throughout the day. I don't know how it works, but I'm trusting. I got faith, okay? Continuing with this, I'm showing people that I care about and people that I may not even, people I don't even know, that things are possible and you can turn your life around. I've been there. I've wanted to give up. I didn't think I was going to make it to age 18. Here I am, 31 and thriving, okay? So I'm going to keep continuing with these habits. I thought about adding on like counting my calories, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I want to lock in on a couple other things and give myself freedom to still enjoy life. But by the end of these 75 days, I will have hopefully not only locked in a routine of habits that I check off every day that keep propelling me forward, but also have broken some ground in some situation. I don't know what the future holds, but maybe I land a cute little brand deal as a small creator, or I reach a subscriber count or a view count. I don't know exactly what specifics I want in these 75 days when it comes to growth towards my vision. I just know I want to be happier and healthier. So maybe I'll start thinking about that. I'll think about what professionally do I want to accomplish in 75 days and put that in my mind. I believe in vision boards. I have multiple. I make one every year, and I've also been making one geared towards different visions. So I'm getting married in October. I made a vision board as to what I want the aesthetic to look like. I want to be a motivational speaker and travel the world and speak on panels. So I have a board that has different things that I want. I want to be financially free. I want to be able to give to others and heal others. If you like this and want to follow along on this journey, feel free to subscribe and drop a comment of your favorite hot dog topping. Yeah, mustard is my favorite. Maybe a little relish. And I'd love to hear more from you. Again, move your body if you can, while you can. See you next time. Bye.